हरि करना।
Let's take the previous example only. So with that example, our first step is to identify the research problem that we have identified. Then we have done some reviewing the literature regarding the market research, customer behavior, and customer buying pattern of smartphones and everything. A lot of research has been done, secondary research. Then after that, we have developed a research question that asks what all factors that influence a customer to choose a particular brand of smartphone. Then once that is done, then we have to determine research design and methodology. Now if you want to determine a research design and methodology, you need to understand particular terminology, particular words that we will be seeing first. We will see those terminologies such as target population, study population, sampling. Once that is done, then we will go for the research methodology. What all methodologies we have in this sampling, in this sampling methods. That's what we'll see later. This is what we are going to see in this. So now we will get into the target population and see what's there for us. So target population, basically it is no it's always critical to the success of a research project. No, which factor? Clearly defining the target population is very critical to critical towards the success of the research project. So always target population rely on the logic and judgment, and the most important aspect is the population should be defined in connection with the objectives of the study, not randomly. Okay, so now what is target population? So target population is the group of individuals or items, that a researcher is interested in studying. That's it. Simplistic definition. Again, I'm repeating. Here you can see the group of people. You have a lot of people, but for you, the for a researcher, he is interested in only these four people. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So target population is the group of individuals or items that a researcher is interested in studying. So it's a group to which the findings of a study will be generalized. Let's take a simple example for this. So this time it's let me give some breaks here. Okay, so now target population. So target population is the group of individuals or items that a researcher is interested in. Okay, so now let's take one example. For example, if a researcher is interested in studying the effects of a new drug on people with a particular medication, then target population is equal to individuals with that condition. And in our case, the smartphone one, target population who uses the smartphone or smartphone users. Okay, That's it. That's what we call it as a target population. Now, study population. The study population is the group of individuals or items that a researcher actually studies. Actually studies. That's what I'm saying. It's a subset of the target population and may be selected based on the practical considerations such as feasibility, cost, or availability. Okay. So, study population is the group of individuals or items that a researcher actually studies. Okay, so it's a subset of it's a subset of the target population. It's a subset of target population and may be selected based on the practical considerations such as feasibility, cost, and availability. Okay. So, for example, if the researcher above only has the resources to study a limited number of people with the medical condition of interest, the study population would be a subset of the target. That's what actually you have this much of big population. See, around the globe, you have lakhs, crores of smartphone users. But for you, they're just target population. If you want to study, it is impossible to study everyone, even to do the research, even to ask the questions, even to take up even even you even if you want to ask them to take up the survey, still it's impossible to take up to the whole crores of people. So that's the reason, though we'll have a big target population, out of that will actually interview, we actually question, we'll actually take them into the survey, are maybe 60 to 70% of them. That's they're called study population. Okay, so in this example, the study population would be, the study population is equal to subset of the target population. A limited number of people will join, limited number of people with that medical condition who joined our survey or our research as a respondents. Okay, so that's what we call it as a study population. Next we have sampling. I think most of the people know about sampling. Okay, so sampling is the process of selecting a subset of individuals or items from a larger population for the purpose of making inferences. That's it. That's what is sampling. Simple, pretty straightforward. Just a minute. Sampling. So sampling, again, a subset of larger population, or simply you can put it as a subset of study population, and this one for the purpose of making inferences about the population as a whole, making inferences about the target population. See the difference, target population as a whole. Okay, so now there are many different sampling techniques. That is our next point of interest. Can be used depending on the nature of the population and the research question. Some common sampling techniques include simple random sampling and stratified sampling. Then we have a cluster sampling, and so the choice of sampling technique will depend on the goals of the study and the resources available to the researcher. So for example, to put all blocks into the one building, so a researcher might use simple random sampling to select a random sample of individuals from the study population, repeating again study population to participate in a study. Alternatively, they might use stratified sampling to ensure that the sample is representative of different subgroups within the population of interest. Sampling is a critical component of research design, as the quality of the sample can have a significant impact on the validity and generalizability of the study's findings. So this is what is population, target population, study population, and sampling.